Hey, what's up everyone? It's Rinku and we're finally here for June 22nd Korea Cash Shop and patch notes 2 days later. I'm sorry. Okay, so I apologize for the 2-day delay. I just want to quickly explain. I was reinstalling Windows to a new drive and had to reinstall Korea BDO, and for some reason, instead of taking 12 hours, it took over 48 hours to actually download this, and for some reason I messed up my old Windows drive before I was able to do the switch, so I was literally out of being able to play BDO at all for pretty much the last 48 hours. I was able to log in my home server for a while, but yeah, anyways, I pretty much did not play any BDO trying to download this game, and here we are finally for the Korea patch notes, so hopefully I won't have to do that ever again. And now we'll finally go into the cash shop. We'll do that first. There are 2 new sets, as I'm sure you guys can see. I'm sorry you guys had to wait that long for me to show it off, but here is the Tamer outfit. So there's the Tamer just standing there. It looks like a really nice outfit. I really do like it. Then we have Battle Stance. I'm not sure about the weapons. I don't know, the colors are just make it so interesting, but I bet dyes it could look pretty badass. And then the staff. Again, I don't know about the weapon color choices, it just looks so interesting, but I'm sure you could dye this to look pretty cool. And then we also have a set for the Berserker, it honestly looks crazy cool. I'm just gonna say the helmet and stuff, it honestly looks like a boss from Kingdom Hearts. I'm just gonna put that out there. I mean, honestly, Berserkers look like a boss on their own, so it's pretty cool though. Like the armor set, I really like the plate it has going for it. It just looks pretty badass. And then Awakening, if it matters, pretty cool cannon. Very cool stuff. That's all that's in the cash shop. Now there's a lot more in the patch notes, so of course it's time to go into it. Alright, so for the patch notes for June 22nd, there are some interesting changes. So let's just start getting into it. The double attendance reward event has begun. Log in every day to win 2 fine accessory boxes. Interesting. So you get 2 double rewards, I guess, based on, I guess, last week's event. So that's pretty cool. PvP damage calculation method in Arsha server has changed. I don't know what that means, but the damage calculation has been changed, and I'm also not sure why it's mentioned in the event. It seems like it'd be a PvP change for the PvP Arsha servers. Again, I have no idea, but I just wanted to mention it's right there, and it's under the event, so pretty important stuff. I wonder what it actually means. I'm sorry, I wish I knew. But we have tons of class changes. A lot of them are just small fixes, but the Striker actually did get some decent buffs. So if you want to read up on the Striker information, I would say most of this are like small little buffs, and I believe overall it seems to be like a Striker buff, and that seems to be the most prevalent thing out of all the class changes. But again, we don't delve too much into class specific stuff on this series because I'm not like an expert on every single class. And oh dang, what is that music for? I don't know, some Korea event probably. But there's also new items, so there's a lot of like, I guess, siege stuff, and then we also have some monster changes at the bottom. So for the first new item, there's a fire horn, and this is a material obtained from butchering or gathering with a tanning knife, and are used to create the new Trina lead bullet, which is for the new weapon. So there's actually an entirely new weapon called the Trina musket, and you basically get a hunting musket for PvP. You basically get a sniper, and it can be used to poke the enemy and defend the castle gates during conquest wars probably, and node wars. Trina musket and Trina lead bullet can be equipped as a main and offhand respectively. You'll be able to shoot twice before reloading, just like hunting, and they can be enhanced by blackstones. So this is pretty cool. It's interesting though, you're gonna have a different musket for hunting and for PvP, I guess. I don't know, there's gonna be like trained snipers, I guess. This is pretty interesting. So it's specialized for PvP, and mounted combat is not supported. It's just strictly for sniping people and defending, like, I guess, siege territories. So there's also going to be a new processing skill called manufacturing, and this is basically just processing to create these new weapons and bullets. So It'll be creating the Trina musket and the Trina lead bullet. It'll take 14 seconds to manufacture one item, and you'll get knowledge for knowledge regarding the musket and bullet are obtainable through the associated quest. I'm not sure if that's required to make it or anything, but it's interesting that we're getting new like things in the game. We're getting a new processing skill that's pretty much made for siege weapons, and there's a new siege weapon. So it's really, really cool stuff. I'm really happy that they're going to be adding a lot of the stuff. I really hope we get the militia soon, and we get these updates soon, because once we have the militia and a lot of people can actually participate in all this PvP, I think it'll be really fun. Like, a lot of people will be able to take advantage of these updates, not just like the territory owning guilds. So very, very cool stuff. And at the bottom we do have some more monster updates. The monsters in Schultz Guard's garrison are relocated. I believe this means they were just mixed around, like maybe located better. I'm not entirely sure. But the monsters at Sazan Garrison, which I believe include the Schultz guards, I believe it's like everything Sazans and Schultz. Not entirely sure, but they give more experience, and also specifically the Sazans. Now, this is why I'm not sure if the XP is for just the Sazans or the Schultz too, but just the Sazans have increased or decreased respawn time, so you're going to be killing them faster, like a lot easier, because they're going to be respawning more. Now, here is the huge update of this. They really want to push that these are not high level spots. I think some people in the comments were kind of discussing this. Right now, Sazans and Pirates are like the end game spots because they're so good, but they're really trying to push it so they're not. I'm not sure why they gave Sazans more experience and decreased respawn time. They're not really helping each other, like us, I guess. They're not helping us at all. They're just helping themselves. But hopefully with Kama Sylvia it'll fix that. Like, hopefully this is just preparing for Kama Sylvia Part 2, because this is the Korea server. I don't know if we're going to get these updates in a week. It'd be really interesting. If they started boosting Sazan experience like next week on our server, that would be another story. I don't know. But, I mean, of course more experience is good, but that means more competition. Okay, so here is the most important part though. I'm just going to highlight this down here. Recommended AP for Sazan Garrison has been set up. Players who have 100 to 180 AP will be able to grind in Sazan without any problems. Efficiency, meaning grinding speed and EXP gained per minute, will decrease if your AP is below 100, but will not increase if your AP is above 180. Basically, it's saying if you have above 180 AP, you should not be grinding at Sazans. Now, I really hope they have some better money making methods for AP above 180 besides Pirates. Like, I hope there's something else. I mean, Sazans have been like on the top for money making for so long, and it's so easy to just solo or duo and make tons of money there. It's just, so I don't think people with above 180 AP are still training there, honestly. 180 is a pretty high AP number. But yeah, so they're pretty much making it so no matter what, if you're above that, you'll not be benefiting at all, and there should be no point in training there at all above that AP. Assuming there are better spots. Now, what I'm saying is I really hope they add a lot more better spots. The new area, the Schultz area, is probably harder with more money, so like it's a direct update to what my problem. Like, it's a direct like stab at that problem, taking the competition away from Sazans. I just hope it's enough. It's only one spot. Like I said, with Kama Sylvia Part 2, that'll be 2 or 3 more spots, like additional, that will probably be better than Sazan in the long run. So once those 3+ spots come out, it'll probably be fine, because they're gonna add a spot that's equal to Sazan, equal to Pirates, and they're gonna have spots even harder than that. So there's definitely gonna be more options in the future, and hopefully all that works out in the end. But yeah, like I said, if they just give us the Sazan XP increase, that's not gonna really help the problem. They have to give us like this whole package that Korea's giving, and hopefully they give it to us after we get a little bit of Kama Sylvia. I don't know. Like I said, this could come next week, like some of these updates have been coming, so I just figured I'd go over all of that. And going down here, we covered most of it. You know, there's not really much left. There's a few changes, like a few quests for the new siege weapon, a new quest that proceeds in combat promotion quest line has been added. So a new combat promotion quest. I never even did the first one. But yeah, just some basic changes. You know, there's always some tweaks in UI stuff. You can read up on everything. But I think the biggest thing was specifically how they point out that if you have above 180 AP, you will not benefit from training there. It's just interesting that they specifically picked that range. But it's set in stone now. Those are the AP ranges that you should be training at Sazin, guaranteed. Any above 180, I mean, it's probably going to be another spot. So I guess that's it. That's the Korean cash op and patch notes. If you guys enjoyed, let me know. If there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. Any way I can make these videos better. I'm sorry for the wait again, but that shouldn't happen again as long as I don't have to reinstall this game again. And I guess with that, I'll be going to make other videos, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.